Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Wednesday market webcast. Okay, daily chart, and we have a chance to talk about something that we haven't really talked about in a little while, and that is a band ride. More specifically, a Bollinger Band ride. It's very specifically an upper Bollinger Band ride. We haven't really seen one. We had a little one back here, beginning of July. They tried one here, end of July. And that, it hasn't really panned out lately. Little ones here, nothing really sustainable. And that's because with the steady march of price, what seems to be happening is the Bollinger Band just stays just far enough away where price can reach it. So the typical characteristics of a Bollinger Band ride are that dips get bought, they get run back up to the upper band, and price continues to ride the band a heck of a lot farther than most people expect. Really nasty Bollinger Band rides are born out of really tight bands. We don't really have that here. I mean, the bands are not loose by any stretch of the imagination. They haven't been in a while, basically since April. What we've seen is just a very steady climb with a couple of notable, dip, buy, grind, dip, buy, grind. We talk about that all the time. We just had one. Little dip, bought it, grinding. We are in the process. We are in the middle of the grind phase. How long does the grind phase go? I have no idea, but I will, my radar is going to start going up around September, 17th through the 20th. And I'm not a dates guy. I think it's idiotic, actually. But, this crap keeps happening right around the 17th to the 20th of the month. So I'll keep an eye. I'm not going to ride that horse just because, but I'll keep an eye out for it just in case it comes over the hill. I mean, that's kind of how I feel about it. So what the bulls have an opportunity to do here is continue to see these dips bought, slowly grinding up, and by default, that's going to create new all-time highs. So today, the upper band is at 45.45. I think it would take a 47, 48 print to get the band ride because the bands are constantly expanding with price. So as price goes up, the band goes up too. So you have literally, he tried to say, got to run up and catch it in order to get it. So I'll be very interested today to see if they can trade as high as, say, 45 to 47, 48 to get it done. They did 40 overnight. They're trading 36s right now. For our part, we talked about it in the midday update yesterday. It was a pretty straightforward day. You just have to be opportunistic. Short, bears couldn't get through that level. We end up buying it. Let's go to the hourly so we can talk about it a little bit. So they do this at 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, Europe's like, nope, we're heading in. They do the morning dip, 9:30 into the 10 o'clock hour, and they cannot deal with price. They can't deal with our proprietary lower level, which was 12 half, this is 12 quarter. We end up buying 14 area, and we rode that up and took profit. And they bring it back a little bit, into the 2 o'clock hour. They took it back down into 15, and we're fine shorting it there, but it's like the afternoons get really choppy. So we did a short, a long, a short, and then we ended up long 23 into the close simply because during the course of yesterday afternoon, the bears had multiple chances in the teens, and they couldn't get it done. And there's a point where, look, if they can't get it done and they want to run it up in Globex, well, okay, fine, let's do that. So we bought the close yesterday, 23 area, taking some profits. We have a runner. We've moved our stops up to 33. So if they clip us, they try to clip us at like 6:15 in the morning. If they get us, they get us. But either way, our handles for Wednesday are made. And I love going into a day with the day made. And it's just a matter of, it's a combination of being opportunistic. There were also times yesterday where we took a step back because it was just too choppy. I would suspect at some point today you're going to get some serious chop. But it's being opportunistic. Don't overtrade it. Take your profits, and when the bears stop producing, see it for what it is, which is the bears can't produce, versus what you want it to be. Look, we all know what everybody wants it to be. Everybody wants it to be the top. 42 quarter, that's it. We're coming in. Here we go. We're doing X number of handles to the downside, and it's going to be awesome. You know what? One day that will happen, okay? One day that will happen, and that's fine. But usually it's one day, okay? Don't let pining for that one day keep you from making money all the other days. And there are a lot of people out there that do that. Don't make pining for one day prevent you from making profits all the other days. Okay? They say being a contrarian is lonely. You know why? It's because 9 times out of 10 you're not making, you're not making any handles. You're just frustrated and bitter. People don't want to hang out with you at parties. Don't be that guy. Instead, let's buy some dips and get long and make some handles. So on the 5, you got VWAP 34.5, proprietary moving average 35.75, 5 minutes about the same. They tried 33 quarter. They seem to have some resistance at 37.5. So call the opening area, key area 33 to 37, long above, short below. And the bottom line is we'll see if they can reach for that upper band. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. Be safe. Be healthy. Take care. Trade them well. Join the Facebook group. Join the chat room, and we'll trade this stuff together. I will catch everybody for a midday update. Talk to you then.